it's Bubbles, and welcome back to my channel. Also, welcome if you are new. And of course, right when I start, my cats decide to chime in. Anyway, so today's video is another speed build, and this one seems to be just in time for the weather getting warm, since it's been getting grossly humid and hot where I'm at, and it's just, I don't know, I haven't gone outside very much anyway. But, this one is an underwater family home build. So, I scrapped this build. This is actually the second time I'm doing it, because the first time I just didn't like how I was going with it. I went more, number one, I went way too symmetrical, and it was starting to bother me, because it was looking real meh, and I didn't like it. But, the style I was going for the first try was just too hyper modern and clean, and I didn't like it. And also the top wasn't looking great. Good explanation. Like, as you see me go through building this version of it, you see how I start building up the ground floor so it looks more dynamic. I couldn't get it to look dynamic enough when I was building it the first time, and it wasn't looking great. And I had started building that one in Newcrest and realized the plants I was putting in were more Sulani style, so I moved it, and even then I hated it. So I just scrapped it and was like, you know what, no, because I thought it would look better if I went, number one, asymmetrical, but also if I made it look more mid-century, which is how this one turned out, and I like it a lot better. Which, of course, I always do mid-century, but you know what, I don't care. It's my favorite style. But this one came out really nice. I like how it turned out, and I don't do underwater houses very often, so it's fun to just try some new things. And I got to play around with, like, the platform tool in this build as well. So, yeah. As of right now, you probably saw I am building this one in Oasis Springs. So, the landscaping I used was the tropical stuff from Sulani, or Island Living, rather. And also, like, palm trees that'll fit here in Oasis Springs. I feel like it could fit very well in Sulani. I just specifically wanted to do terrain paint. The way I like doing it in Oasis Springs, in, like, the deserted areas, like you see the lot is right now, I like putting, like, painting grass, turf around the landscaping, and then, like, blending it into the sand. I really like doing that for Oasis Spring builds, so that's why I started building it here. My cat has a lot to say. Anyway. So, yeah, it could work in Sulani. I just think the terrain paint might look weird, because I literally painted part of it grass, and I don't know if that's going to look right. But I think because this is a 40 by 30 lot, I think the only lots that are 40 by 30 are sandy, so it might work. I don't know. So, there you go. But yeah, so this is a 40 by 30 just because, number one, I wanted enough room for, like, a family house size, which I was able to fit in here, since the last couple of builds was for, like, single households, so I wanted this one to be a family build, and also enough room for all of the pool around it, which, you know, hence why it's underwater. So, yeah. And then this one, when I tried it the second round, I got the floor plan together pretty easily. And it may not look right, like, now, but once I start building up the ground floor here like I'm doing, and I start like putting more detail in, it looks a lot better. Underwater builds are definitely a trust the process kind of build. Yeah. And then I used a lot of the skylights as well, just because I feel like that makes it look better, and I don't know, it just makes it more dynamic. And yeah, because underwater builds are easy to just make very flat on the top, so yeah. And then I use that roof piece over the main area. For some reason, I don't know what has been going on with the roofing and like lighting in the game, but I've been having tons of issues with lighting issues and roofing issues. I cut out some of it in this video just because it was me struggling a lot, but yeah, I tried to build a skylight with a roofing over the family area, which I cut out because it was when I was still building this in Sulani, and then I moved it over here to Oasis Springs. But I was trying to actually use like the clear roofing like paneling we have for the roofing instead of skylights, and for some reason I could not get it to work at all. Even if I cut out the ceiling from the room, it just wasn't working, so I just cut out that piece, as you can see here, completely, and just used the skylights we got from Island Living, and it looks fine. I wanted it to be like a roof skylight, and I don't know what was going on. And then I don't know what is up with the lighting with skylights in the main like living space, but it just doesn't look right. And I don't even know, because it was like in build mode on this daylight kind of setting, it looks weird. Like the wall coloring doesn't look right, because I painted one whole wall as like a minty green color, and it wasn't showing up right. So then a lot of the footage is like me building it with the nighttime lighting so that I could see all the colors correctly in the build, because Oasis Spring lighting is just poopy anyway. But yeah, and then when I went to take screenshots, so I actually moved a sim in and used normal, like, live mode, lighting, it looked fine, and I'm like, what? So the good thing is if you do want to download this and play in it, the lighting looks fine in live mode, it just doesn't look right in build mode, and I don't know why. So, yeah, ignore that, I don't know, don't ask me. I've not been playing the game very often, pretty much just to build for videos, and so I don't know the glitches that are going on lately, but I do know I've been having really weird issues with roofing and lighting. Not that the lighting issue is new, but it's been fussier lately than normal. I build enough so that I know like what things light weirdly, and the things that I should be doing for like this build and the last few shouldn't be happening, so I don't know what's going on, but it's fine. So I have all of the floor planning kind of together, and now I'm working on the landscaping. So to kind of frame up the pool area, I wanted to put these like grassy floor plants around to frame it, and then lots of trees so it had more height, and then lots of tropical plants, and then I'll get to the actual like terrain painting here soon so you can see what I meant by it. Might look weird in Sulani, but yeah. Really? My cat says hi. He also says it's dinner is late, and I don't care, because you're not the one who's hungry, sir. He thinks it is. Are you missing teeth? No, I didn't think so. Okay. we have special dinner times for my special needs cats, because my special need cat does not have any teeths. And he is not the special needs cat, the one that's whining behind me, no, but he's a fussy boy. But anyway. So, yeah. As for the size of family that can fit in this house, I built it in mind for 4 Sims, but you could have up to 5 Sims, since the teen's bedroom does have a full-size bed. So, yeah. So, 2 parents, a teen, and a child is what I built it for in mind. And then also, I put food bowls in the kitchen, so there is room for a dog. There is plenty of room in the, like, main bathroom for a litter box if you do want to play with a cat. So there's that as well. I neglected to put any other pet items in this build, I apologize. And I also neglected to put laundry baskets in any of the rooms. So those are 2 things I definitely forgot. Forgive me, I always forget something. At least I didn't forget the trash cans in the mailbox, you know. But yeah, and then I also put a lot of landscaping in the pool part, so your Sims can still use the pool, but I wanted it to be very, like, grown down here, so that because the whole build's, all of the windows are facing out into the pool, I didn't think a flat stone wall in the pool would be very nice to look at, so I put plants down here. And I thought it would look better, especially with the, like, ivy I put along the walls in here as well. And yeah, I like doing this for underwater builds. I've seen other people do it like this too, but yeah. And then, let's see. Was there anything else I had to say? Oh, no, but just housekeeping things, because, if you saw my Instagram, which I only posted it on my Instagram story, but the reason there was no video at all last weekend, this video was actually meant to be for last weekend. Number one, I had, like, no time to finish this last weekend, and also there was the whole part of me restarting it. Yeah. But last weekend I actually graduated, so I, like, had no time to do anything, because I also had my, my grad party with all my friends. Shout out to all of you who came. I very much appreciate you guys. It was very fun, and I hope you enjoyed it. Anyway. So yeah, I had my graduation on Saturday, so I was like, well, I'm not gonna post my video the day I graduated, because, and then, like, that night was my grad party, so it was like, I'm not gonna post my video that day. And then I was like, well, maybe if I get it done in time, I could post it Sunday, and I had no time, so, because I was decorating for my party, and there was a few, like, senior events for my college and my major that they were throwing, so I went to those and things like that. So yeah, I kind of just gave myself a break since I was graduating, and I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna move the video to this weekend, because I don't feel like stressing myself out, and also I feel like, you know, it's a one-time event that doesn't happen very often, and I just, yes, you know what I mean? So, yeah. So, yeah, I am officially graduated. I do not have to think about college ever again. Well, not ever again. If I do get a master's, you know. That's way down the line, though. I don't have to worry about that right now. But yes, it is official. I have a bachelor's in science. I know, I'm a nerd. But yes, I was a chemistry major. If you guys haven't heard me talk about it before, yes, I am a huge nerd. But yeah, so I have my diploma, which is exciting, and it feels really weird. I don't know if it's gonna settle in until I get a job or what. It may never settle in. I don't know. I don't think I'm good at processing changing things, like life-changing things. I don't know. Do y'all ever feel that way? Because I feel like that. Even when I had graduated from high school and moved to college, it didn't really hit me until like 2 years ago. so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, so as for like my future plans, I'm interested in going into forensics, actually, if that's cool at all. I don't know. So it would be more like the lab, like trace analyst style and part of forensics, not like what you think of like on cop shows. Not as much, more like think forensic files. That's more what I'm interested in. But so I will be looking for a job in some entry level like lab technician kind of thing, which I haven't started looking yet, but I'm kind of giving myself a break this week from like everything, which is hence why I have not been very active on Instagram, but I'll talk about that soon. But yeah, the only other thing I wanted to say was, if you also graduated with me this last week, or if you're graduating very soon, congrats to you, and you did it. You know, it's important. Even if you only got an associate's, it's still important, you know what I mean? So, yeah. And no matter what, no matter what diploma you got it in, no matter what you majored in, you still did a thing. So, you know. And if you are not graduating just yet, I know some of my friends still have like a semester to go, or even just a year. Keep on going. I feel you. I struggled through my last 2 years of college, so I believe in you. Pretty much, you know, I just want to give encouragement to all y'all students out there, since it's real rough right now, and I feel you. So, you know, anyways, as for like Instagram things, so if you follow me on my Instagram, I have not been posting at all, and that is because I had been busy, and I literally dropped like reading, because if you know me from my Instagram, I do like monthly wrap-ups and book haul kinds of things over there. I have not posted my April wrap-up because I haven't finished the book yet, even though I only have 50 pages. So what I decided to do was just to roll my April and May wrap-ups into one thing, because I posted on my stories, so I'm just gonna do that, and I hope that's okay. And also, I've just been taking a break from literally everything this week, so I haven't been even reading. Starting next week, I'll get back on track to a normal schedule, because if I don't, I will go crazy. So, yeah, I'm just gonna roll my April wrap-up with my, May wrap-up, so. And my cat is screaming, and I can't think. You done? No, he's gonna come up here and yell at me some more. Okay. So yeah, that's my plans if you're, you know, interested in my book nerd things. I know he's not, but ignore him. Bucket, come on. Seriously, I will feed you momentarily, sir. He's like, no, feed me now. But yeah, so yes, that's why I have not been active at all, and like, hopefully now I will actually post like other things outside of that, because I post builds that I don't make for videos on my Instagram as well, and just any like life things I feel like posting. It's pretty much a whatever I feel like, but it's mostly Sims builds that I don't make into videos, and like book things because I'm a book nerd now, so you know. When I also have been getting myself in trouble by buying too much stationery, so I also do post things like that on there every once in a while. So, yeah. Because I actually started a bullet journal for this year as well, so good things. But yeah, I just wanted to catch up with you guys since we had to push the video back a week, and I figure that's okay since, you know, I'm graduating. Leave me alone. But yeah. So, yeah, starting next week, I will actually get back on track with normal things, because I will actually set a schedule for myself. This week I've been like non-scheduled, staying up till 6 a.m., sleeping till 4 p.m., the usual. So yeah. But as for the build, we are on the living room. So I wanted to do a sunken in living room, and I've already got the kitchen and the dining area done, but as for the color scheme of this, I went for this mid, like, orangey wood tone that I've really been liking lately, and then lots of, like, this sage green / minty color, and lots of white. I wanted this to be very, like, bright looking, which is so not my style, but I feel like it works really well for this kind of build. And yeah, I just want it to be, like, mid-century, a little bit of boho, but also, I'm not sure what the style from Sulani is called, but kind of like that as well. And lots of plants, of course, but yeah. So I built in the whole TV unit area, and then that whole bookshelf area back by the dining room I really like. I think it looks cool, especially with the windows I chose to put up there, but yeah. And so, over here is the main bathroom. It also has laundry machines. Like I said earlier, I neglected to put any laundry baskets anywhere, so you're gonna have to put those in, I'm sorry. But yeah, I kind of carried the mint green color throughout the whole build, besides the teen and kids room. Can you shut up, please? No, he will not. Okay, fine. Just so it had, like, continuity, and also, Bucket, seriously. Shut up. Shut up. Be quiet. Please. He does not care. Okay, fine. I carried that color into the parents' bedroom as well, just because I felt like it. I was obsessed with the color at the time I was building this, honestly. But yeah, the kids and teens room does not have the minty color. The teens room I used like dark teal, which is a vibe. And then the kids room I did a blue and yellow color scheme, so yeah. But yeah, so this bathroom, and then this is the parents' bathroom. It's not technically an ensuite, but it is the parents' bathroom. I just used the exact same items that I used in the main bathroom over here, and the exact same color scheme, so yeah. I just included it, because why not? I had the time for it, so. And then up next I will go to the parents' bedroom. So I like to try to do different things with bedrooms every build, I feel like, just because I know I get stuck in a habit of doing the same stuff over and over again. Like, you got your bed, and you got your your bedside tables, and your dresser, and a mirror, and there you go. But, like, I get sick of that after a while, because then it's like, I don't feel like my thoughts are being, you know, unique to every build, so I try to do something different. So for the parents build, I don't know. I say that and it's not very different, but I think it's different. I don't know. But yeah, so I just put a few different kinds of things in a different arrangement rather than I would normally do. And yeah, like over here I just had a weird space, so I put a lamp in here, which surprisingly I never put floor lamps in bedrooms. I don't know why, so that's something different. Honestly. And then I just used this bed from Dream Home Decorator. I changed my mind momentarily, but I decided on this one, and then also the curtains from Dream Home Decorator as well. And then I put a seating area at the end of the bed with the nice chair I'm obsessed with from Island Living that I'll pull out here in a second. But yeah, I just put a seating area there and then a desk up against the other wall, which I didn't think I would have enough room for, but it did work out. There is enough space, so hopefully there is not routing areas in this build. There shouldn't be. It's quite nicely sized. And I guess, oh, I used pendant lights this time because I thought that would look very nice in here. So I put pendant lights in here in the parents' bedroom, but also in the teens' room. I love me some pendant lights, man. And then, like, yeah, so the good thing about using pendant lights is it forces me to use other decoration items on the bedside tables than I normally do, because if I'm using, like, a lamp, then, you know, that takes up more space. But yeah, I guess that's something different. And then I put one of the, excuse me, sorry. I put one of the tiny living dressers up next to the platform. It's next to the desk, but next to in the corner area right here, because that's something new. I never angle the dressers like that. I don't know, it doesn't seem that revolutionary, but it looks cool. It looks better, I don't know. And then over here is the teens room. So I did a darker, more, I guess you could say, masculine concept for this, but it could work for a male or a female or a whatever teen, you know? The only thing I put in here was 2 guitars in here, because I was like, I never put, like, music items or any activity items for that matter in teens rooms, so I was like, why not? So yeah, these are the pendant lights I used, and then I decided to use this like tapestry fabric hanging thing above the bed. At first I used this is a fun day, guys. My cat won't shut up. At first I used the blue swatch, but then I switched it over to this teal one because I think it looks a lot better. He disagrees with me, of course, but, you know, we don't care about his thoughts on the matter. I just thought it looked better with the rug and the curtains, and then here's where the guitars are. And then I just put some posters up on the wall just to make it feel more like a teen lived here. Yeah, and I don't get to use that rug very often, and I like it. And oftentimes when I want to use it, I put it in a room that already has a lot going on, but this room, it's perfect. And then I actually did fit a desk in here behind the door, and a laptop. So the teen does have a laptop, and then as you saw earlier, there is a computer in the parents' bedroom as well, so there are 2 computers in this build. And yeah, now we'll be moving on to the kids' bedroom. So for the kid, I didn't have any set kind of like hobbies for the kid or anything. I was thinking that maybe this child was on the older side, so maybe closer to like preteen, less like young kid. There are still a few like toys and things in the bedroom, and also there's a few toys in the living room, but I feel like it's toned down enough so that it feels like the kid's a little older. But yeah, and then like I said, I went for a orange, or it's like orangey yellow and blue concept. I very much like that concept, especially for this build. I feel like it just fits perfectly with the fact that it's underwater. And then I just put that big dog plush, another toy box in here, and just a few clutter items, and then some wall decor. And I guess I changed it up by using, like, clutter items I don't normally use a whole lot, because they're out of my vision, so I forget they exist. But, yeah, I just think this kid's room is very cute. I think my favorite room is definitely the teens room, but that's because that dark teal gives me vibes. But, yeah, so that is actually it for the build. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to download this, this is on the gallery, but like I said, I did forget laundry baskets. I'm sorry. But yeah, so you can find all the information about the gallery post down in the description. Please like and subscribe if you want to see more builds from me and my cat screaming in the background. And yeah, if you have any suggestions or anything for me, please leave them in the comments below. But other than that, I'll see you guys next week. Bye!